Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahi alhamdulillahi as-salatu was-salam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'een. Welcome, dear brothers and sisters, to Arabic Made Easy for English Speakers. This is Lesson 2. My name is Bilal Abdul Kareem, and we are going to be discussing here today, firstly, the Dhamma. Now, what does the Dhamma do? Well, just sit back, relax, and let's take a look. Now, when you have Aleph, as we have here, and you put a Dhamma at the top of it, listen to the sound it makes. It's the oo sound. Say it with me. Oo, as in Usama. Oo. Aleph with a Dhamma, and you get the oo sound. Harful Ba with a Dhamma, and you get a boo sound. Not boo or something like that. It's just boo. Boo, as in Portugal, which is an orange. Boo. Now, if I mention a word that you don't already know, you might want to write it down or try to remember it and use it the next time you're with someone who speaks Arabic. Next, we have Harfu Ta. Now, Harfu Ta, along with a Dhamma, and you get a tu sound. You get a tu sound. Tu. Tufah, which is an apple. Tufah. Harfu Tha, with a Dhamma, and you get a thu sound. Remember, that tongue comes out just a little bit between your teeth. Be careful not to bite your tongue. And you make the thu sound. Thu, as in Thu'ban. Thu'ban, which is a snake. Thu. Next up, we have Harful Jim. Harful Jim. With a Dhamma, you get a Ju sound. Ju. Ju. I once knew a young sister named Jumana. Jumana. Next up, we have Harful Ha. Harful Ha, which is one of the most difficult letters, one of them, for English speakers because it's got to come from the chest. And when you put a Dhamma over the Ha, you get a Hu sound. Hu, as in Hussein. Harful Jim. Harful Kha. Kha, with a Dhamma at the top, and you get a Khu sound. Khu, as in the name Khuzaima. Khu. Say it with me. Khu. Khuzaima. Harful Dal, with a Dhamma at the top, and you get a Du sound. Du. Say it with me. Du. As in Dub, which is a bear. Dub. Harful Dal, with a Dhamma, and you get a Dhu sound. Dhu. Dhubaba. Dhubaba is a fly, an annoying fly. Dhu. Dhubaba. Harful Ra, with a Dhamma, and you get a Ru sound. Ru, as in the fruit Ruman. Ru. Ruman, which is a pomegranate. Harful Zay, with a Dhamma, and you have Zu. Zu. Say it with me. Zu, as in Zujaja. Zujaja is a glass. Maybe something you want to drink water out of. Harful Sin. Harful Sin, with a Dhamma, and you've got a Su sound. Su. Say it with me. Su, as in the name Sumayya. Sumayya. Su. Harfu Shin. Harfu Shin, with a Dhamma, and you get a Shu sound. Shu, as in Shu'aib, the Prophet of Allah. Shu'aib, who is known as the Khatib al-Anbiya. Shu'aib. Shu. Harful Sod with a dhamma and you get a su sound. Su. Su. As in the word sunduq. Sunduq, which is a box. Su. Harful Dad with a dhamma and you get a du sound. Du. For example, he was duriba. He was hit. Duriba. Du. Harfu ta. Harfu ta with a dhamma and you get a tu sound. Tu. As in tuyur. Birds. Tuyur means birds. Tu. All right, we have harful dha. Harful dha with a dhamma and you get a vu sound. Vu. Dhuhr. We prayed Salatul Dhuhr. Vu. Harful ain with a dhamma and you get the u sound. U. As in the name Umar. Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu anhu. U. Phew, gotta dig deep down inside to get that one, huh? Harful ghain. Harful ghain with a dhamma and you get a ghu sound. Ghu. As in the word ghurfa. The baby is sleeping in the ghurfa. Ghu. Harfu fa with a dhamma and you get a fu sound. Fu. As in the word funduq. Funduq, which is a hotel or a motel or something of this nature. Harfu qaf. Harfu qaf with a dhamma and you get a qu sound. As in the word Quraysh. Quraysh, which was the tribe of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Next letter is harful kaf. Harful kaf with a dhamma and you get a ku sound. Ku. Ku, as in the country Kuwait. Ku. Harful lam with a dhamma you get a lu sound. Lu, as in the name Luqman, which is a surah in the Quran. Suratul Luqman. Harfu meen. Meen with a dhamma and you get a mu sound. Mu. I know a guy who was a big guy. His name was Mustafa and we used to call him Big Mu. But that's not really what's being referred to here. Mu. Mustafa. Harfu noon with a dhamma and you get a nu sound. Nu, as in the name Nu'man. Nu. Harfu ha with a dhamma and you get a hu sound. Hu. Say it with me. Hu. As in hudhud, which is a bird, which is the hoopoe bird in the story of Sulaiman alayhi salam. Harful waw with a dhamma, and they both kind of look the same here. You get a woo sound, almost as in woohoo, but it's more like wuju, meaning faces. Woo. Harfu ya with a dhamma, and you get yourself a you sound. You, as in the verb yurid. Huwa yurid, or he wants. Alrighty then. Are you ready to go on to the next thing? Now, let me tell you what we're going to do here. We've taken the fatha, the kesra, and the dhamma. Now we're ready to put some of this stuff in action. So we're just going to review it now because I'm going to give you guys a test. I know I said that last time, but I wanted to finish all of the vowels, or at least these three main ones, before we got into it. So here's how we're going to do this. We have harful alif. Alif. Now when you take harful alif fatha, a. You get an a sound, as if you're saying Ahmed. When you take harful alif with a kasra, you get an e sound. E, as in Ibrahim. E. Alif, dhamma, you get an u. U. Usama. Harful ba. Harful ba with a fatha, and you get a ba sound. Ba. Ba. Basmala. Basim. Ba. Harful ba. I guess Basim isn't the best example, but just basmala, that would be good. Harful ba with a kasra, and you get a B sound. B, as in Bismillah. Harful ba with a dhamma, and you get a boo sound. Boo. Portugal. Boo. Okay? And this should start to become pretty routine here, but we're going to go through it with harfu ta, with a fatha, and you've got yourself a ta sound. Ta, as in tafsir, or tafsir al-Quran. Ta. Fatha, ta. When you have the ta with a kasra, you get a T sound. T, as in tilawa, which is recitation of Quran. Then you have harfu ta, and let me get my pen ready here. And you couple that along with a dhamma, and you've got yourself a tu sound. Tu, as in tufah, as we mentioned, which is an apple. So we have ta, fatha, t, kasra, tu, dhamma. Next item up for bids is the harfu tha, which is with a fatha, tha. Remember, stick your tongue out just a little bit. Harfu tha, fatha, tha. Harfu tha with a kasra, and you get a the sound. The. The. Harfu tha with a dhamma, and you get a thu sound. Thu, as in thu'ban. So, tha, fatha, the, kasra, thu, dhamma. Tha, the, thu. Now, hopefully, inshallah, this is becoming more and more familiar to you. Okay? Harful Jim. And when you take harful Jim and you put the two of them together, put that along with a fatha, you've got a ja sound. Ja. Ja. Okay? Ja. When you take harful Jim and put it with a kasra, you get a G sound. G, as if you're saying jihad. Harful Jim with a kasra, you have jihad, or G. G. Harful Jim with a dhamma, and you've got yourself a Jew. Jew. Jew, as in Jumana. Ja, fatha, G, kasra, Ju, dhamma. Now, harful ha. Harful ha with a fatha, and you've got ha. 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 as in the name Hassan. Harful ha with a kesra, and you've got yourself a he sound. He, not he, but he, as in hisan, which is a horse. I always wanted to ride a horse. I guess I'll get a chance to do that sometime soon. Who with a, that's the ha with a dhamma, and you've got who, that's the sound. Ha fatha, he kasra, hu dhamma. Next up is we have harful kha. Harful kha. Kha with a fatha, and you get kha. Kha, when you pair it up with a kasra, you get a khi sound. So kha fatha kha. Kha kasra, with a kasra, you get a khi sound. Khi. Khimar. She has a very nice khimar. Khi. Kha paired up with a dhamma, and you've got a khu sound. Khu. Khu. Khuzaima. Khuzaima. Okay, now when you take the kha sound and the kha with the fatha kha, kasra khi, dhamma khu. All right. Now, don't worry if this isn't quite so simple to you just yet. It's not a problem, because the more you see it, the more familiar you're going to be, inshallah ta'ala. Now, harfud dal. Harfud dal. With a fatha, you've got the da sound. Da. Da. When you take the harfud dal and you put a kasra underneath it, you've got yourself a D sound. D. D. Now, when you take harfud dal and you put a dhamma with it, you get a different sound. Now, that's the do sound. See, dal and dhamma, these are two different letters, so pay attention to it. Dal with a dhamma over it, you get a do sound. Dal with a dhamma, you get a do sound. Now, alrighty. Harfu dal with a fatha, you get a tha sound. That. Okay? Now, when you take harfu dal, and you got to do some smiling when you pronounce this word, you get a the. Well, that's with a kasra. Harfu dal with a kasra, and you get a the sound. Okay? Harf dal along with a dhamma, and you get a dhu sound. Dhu. So that's the fatha, the kasra, dhu dhamma. The dhu. Now, all right. The next letter that we have here, and let's see if we can get this next letter out here. Harful ra. Harful ra. Now, when you put him with a fatha, you've got yourself a ra sound. Ra. As in Rasul. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Now, when you take harful ra and you put a kasra underneath him, you've got yourself a ri sound. Ri. As in risala. Risala. Risala means a letter or a message. Risala. Harful ra with a dhamma, and you've got a ru sound. Ru, as in the word rusul, which is the plural for rasul. Ra, fatha, ri, kasra, ru, dhamma. Harfu zay. Harfu zay with a fatha, and you've got a za sound. Za. Harfu zay along with, well, firstly, the harfu zay with a fatha, you could use the word, for example, the name Zainab. Zainab. Harfu zay with a kasra, and you've got z. Z. Harfu zay with a kasra, you've got z. Harfu zay with a trusty dhamma, and let me get my pen to work here. There we go. You've got a zu sound. Zu. Zay with a fatha, za, fatha, z, kasra, zu, dhamma. Za, z, zu. Okay. Harfu sin. Harfu sin, when he gets together with his buddy, the fatha, you've got a sa sound. Sa. Sa. Say it. Sa. Now, when you take the sin and you put it with the kasra, you've got si. 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 Now, when you take harfu sin along with the dhamma, you've got su. 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 So that's sa, fatha, si, kasra, su, dhamma. Sa, si, su. Sassy Sue. Does that mean something, Sassy Sue? Well, I don't think it does. But anyway, it was nice to say, wasn't it? Harfu sheen. Harfu sheen. Along with a fatha, you've got sha. 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 Harfu sheen, when you put a little kasra underneath, you've got yourself a she sound. She, like shimal. Shimal, which would be something to the left. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us min ashabul yameen, which are people of the right. Although, if you're left-handed, that doesn't necessarily mean anything other than that you're left-handed. Now, harfu sheen with a dhamma, and you've got shu. Shu, as in the Prophet Shu'aib. Shu. Say it with me. Shu. Sha, fatha, shi, kasra, shu, dhamma. Sha, shi, shu. Now, next letter that we're going to deal with today, is this becoming clearer to everybody? Okay, excellent. Excellent. Don't worry. Just with repetition, you're going to be just fine, inshallah. Harfu sad. Harfu sad with a fatha, and you get saw. Saw, as in the word or the name sadiq. Saw. Saw. Harfu saw with a kasra, and you've got a, all right, let's get this thing to work, si sound. Si. Siyam. Si. So when you have a sad with a kasra, you get a si sound. Siyam, which means fasting. Harfu Sod with a dhamma, and you've got a su sound. Su. Say with me. Su. As in the word we came up with today was sunduq, which is a box. Now, we didn't come up with this word, meaning we didn't make it up. But, that's the word. So, saw, fatha, si, kasra, su, dhamma. All right. We are moving right along here, brothers and sisters. I'm excited because once we get past these letters, we're really going to be cooking. I mean, we're cooking now, but we're going to be cooking even more at that time. Harful dad with a fatha, and you got a dha sound. Dha. Dha. Harful dad with a fatha, and you've got dha. Harful dad with a kasra, and you've got di. 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 Now, this is like the full mouth version of the dal, which is a light sound. This is a full mouth sound. Da. Di. And with a dhamma, you've got du. Almost as if you're like a superhero with lots of, power inside. Du. Du. Da. Fatha. Di. Kasra. Du. Dhamma. Now, harfu ta with a fatha, and you've got yourself ta. Ta. Say it with me. Ta. Harfu ta with a kasra. With a kasra, and you've got yourself this pin here, okay? Ti sound. Ti. Ti. Now, this is a full mouth sound. Pli. It's not like its cousin, the ta, which would be t if it was a kesra. This is pli. Full mouth. Pli. Ta with a dhamma would be tu. Tu. Now, don't fall into the trap that many English speakers do, and they make the ta with a dhamma, which should be tu, into a tu or something along these lines. No, because that would be more of a tat and not even a real tat. Ta, fatha, ti, kasra, tu, dhamma. Nam, harfu dha with a fatha, and you've got dha. Dha. Say it with me. Dha. Unique in itself. Dha. Alrighty. Now, when you take harfu dha and you saddle it along with a kasra, and you've got a dhi sound. Dhi sound. Dhi. Say it with me. Dhi. Dhi. Take the harfu dha and you put a dhamma next to it, and you've got a dhu sound. Dhu. Harfu dha with a dhamma, you've got dhu. So we've got dha, fatha, dhi, kasra, dhu, dhamma. Naam. Harful ayn with a fatha, and you've got a. A. Abdullah. A. When you take the ayn sound and you pair it up with a kasra, you've got I. I. Ibadah. I. Kasra. I. Harful ayn along with a dhamma, and you've got u. U. Umar ibn al-Khattab. Abu Ubaidah. Ubaidah ibn al-Jarrah. So we have a, fatha, I, kasra, u, dhamma. And that's all that we're going to take for now, because we're going to go into the rest of the letters, but I don't want to overburden you. So brothers and sisters, I want you to review this 3 times and look for an email from me about your upcoming exam. Ha 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 ha. Did you think you would just take these lessons and not be tested? Of course you didn't. وسبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. جزاكم الله خيرا. I am Bilal Abdul Kareem. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.